Hey guys, this is AgentMindStorm, and today I want to tell you my thoughts on what they've done about Bedrock Edition and Update Aquatic and Legacy Console Edition, all that stuff that huge news that just came out recently. So I'll have a link to the article that tells it all in the description, and basically to summarize it, the old gen console editions, so PS Vita, Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii U, are all being discontinued after the Update Aquatic. The Switch and Xbox One edition will not get Update Aquatic because they are the old discontinued already editions. PS4 edition will continue to get updates after Update Aquatic, and Bedrock edition will also get the Update Aquatic, and so will Java and stuff. So basically, they're ending support for every single console edition other than PS4 edition. And now, usually this would be fine, because ending the old gen consoles, I'm gonna be honest, it's sad, but it had to happen eventually. Those consoles are like 12 years old at this point. I'm still surprised they were updating it this long. I thought they would have discontinued it probably 2 years ago. It is sad for people that can't afford a new console, but it had to happen eventually. It's an Xbox 360 or a PS3 or a PS Vita or a Wii U. I mean, a Wii U's pretty new, but none of those can really last forever. You're gonna have to upgrade eventually, and they're all pretty cheap, all the current gen consoles. So basically, I think it's fine that they're ending the old generation. Now, what I don't think is fine is giving the old generation an update that will bring it ahead of Xbox One and Switch Edition. The reason that this is a problem is not because I just want Xbox One Edition to have all the updates. No, I think that it's fine for them to end Xbox One Edition. It probably shouldn't have been getting updates at this point anyways, but the issue is, since the Xbox 360 or, PS3, Wii, whatever, version will be ahead of the version in front of it, the Switch Edition, you won't be able to transfer saves ahead. This either means that they're adding that ability to Bedrock Edition, or what's probably going to actually end up happening is your saves are permanently locked on Xbox 360 and Wii U. You'll never be able to transfer them unless they explain otherwise, because that's terrible. Maybe they'll make it so that you can transfer it to Xbox One, but you can't open it because it won't work. So like you can transfer it to Xbox One and then transfer it to Bedrock, but it's a whole mess basically. And no one really knows what's going to go with the transfer, so that's a problem when they put it ahead. Then also, the other issue is that they gave the Xbox One Edition, the discontinued, right? Xbox One Edition's not getting updates, then they gave it an update, then they said they weren't saying a statement, then they discontinued it again. It was a whole confusing cycle. If they had discontinued it from the beginning, it would have made sense, but then they updated it so that they could keep the transfer system working. And then we thought, okay, so it's going to get all the updates 360 edition gets until Bedrock gets an update that can, add the save transfer directly to it. Except now, they haven't said anything about a save transfer, and they're still ending it. So basically, guys, you can tell me in the comments what you think about that. But then also, it just feels like giving an older console, like a 12-year-old console, an update that a 5-year-old console will not get, the Xbox One, is kind of strange, because I think that since they're discontinuing it after that update anyways, they should have all the console editions to the same update, and then discontinue them all except PS4. Now, the last thing that kind of makes me question why they're doing this is, why are they still updating PS4 edition? Because what they've confirmed, basically, I think, I'm not 100% on this, so I might be wrong here, but all of the console editions use the same engine. Just like all the Bedrock editions use the Bedrock engine, I think all the console editions use the console engine, which means that they really just make one version of the code and copy it to all the different, obviously not straight copy, but they port it over, make some minor changes. So that means that they're still doing almost the same development, except they only have to test it on one console, which should speed it up a little. It's just, I don't understand why the old versions, or the newer versions, have to be discontinued. No, I do understand that. I don't understand why the older editions have to be discontinued when they're still updating console edition as a whole, because it generally uses the same engine. It's not, every single obscure bug, like the game will crash when you're holding a water bottle gotten from fishing while looking at a cauldron. That was a real bug that they fixed in the last bug fix update, and I just don't understand how, if they were all different engines, that exact same bug would occur. So I'm pretty sure that they all run the same engine, and that means that they're really just cutting support for the old generation, which once again, it had to happen eventually. It's kind of sad that it had to happen now. I'm still confused as to why, because then the other thing they could have done, but they're not for some reason, is they could have given PS4 Bedrock Edition just without crossplay and servers, and then it's just, I don't know why they're keeping 4J just for PS4 Edition, because it feels to me like they're trying to get rid of the whole console edition brand thing and just replace it with Bedrock. So why keep it on one platform? I know the whole idea behind Bedrock is cross-platform, but they would have to do so much less developing. They're basically developing a whole other game for one platform at this point. It's just, I don't get it. There are so many things that they could do, and they've chosen a route that breaks the world transfer. It kind of forces players to move to new Bedrock, which once again, I understand that's a completely fine thing to do. They should probably have discontinued Xbox One and Switch a while ago. Also, apparently, Switch Edition is going to be discontinued before Bedrock's out on Switch, which is a little strange as well. So maybe Switch Edition will end up getting Update Aquatic. I have no idea how that's going to work. They're going to have to release Bedrock Switch before Update Aquatic, which it's almost done at this point. So, once again, it's just a whole mess. They haven't responded to anything that anyone has said, which is also a bad way to do it, because you probably want to be communicating to your community about what's going on, because we need to know, like, what's going on with the save transfer. Is the save transfer going to be useful? Is it going to be broken? Is it going to work sort of? Is it going to go to Bedrock Edition directly? We just don't know. That's the problem. They gave so little information in the article, just that they're discontinuing all the versions after Update Aquatic, and it's just leaving Console Edition in a weird place. They haven't really explained what they're going to do, and now I think that people would be much more open to Bedrock Edition if it didn't look like a phone game. If it had all the same menus and visual style from Console Edition, I think everyone would be fine with a few small changes like the redstone difference. I mean, that's not really a small change, but like the non-3D items, that's not really that big of a thing, but it all adds up with the other weird changes to look a little different and weird. Like all the textures that are randomly different, like lava and water. Why? I've been making a texture pack to try to fix that, but I'm kind of going on a tangent here. They could improve Bedrock Edition, but they're not doing that. They could add a save transfer to Bedrock Edition, but they're not doing that. They could update Xbox One to keep the save transfer working, but they're not doing that. So I don't know what they're doing, basically. That's how I want to kind of end this video. We don't know what they're doing. We obviously know that they're ending Xbox One and Switch without Update Aquatic, and then they're giving Update Aquatic to the old gens, and then discontinuing them, and then PS4 Edition, by itself, will keep getting updates. We also still don't know if 4J is working on Bedrock Edition or not. They've said they are, but we've never really seen anything about that. Once again, guys, just, they need to communicate more. That's how I'm going to end this video. So I would love some communication from the developers about what's going on. Is the save transfer going to work? Are they going to end up giving it to Xbox to make sure the save transfer works? Are they just going to leave all the consoles at different versions when they're discontinued? Where the Xbox One edition is discontinued before the 360, which is a little weird. They need to give more explanation, and I'm going to stop myself here because I've been rambling way too long. So for now, I do want to tell you all, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.